What is going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Today we are at Uwharrie National Forest and we're gonna be doing some rock crawling, and it's really cold out here. So we just got our tents and everything set up somewhere over there, and it's our home sweet home for the weekend. It's like supposed to be 24 degrees tonight, so it's gonna be like super cold, but you can't beat this view.
Oh, I thought you were looking at me.
So no matter what temperature it is, you can't beat this view. So anyway, I think we're gonna go warm back up in the Jeeps, go wheeling a little bit, and see what kind of trouble we can get into. So we finally made it to the trail. We actually started off with Wolf's Den because my buddy Locklear just got this new TJ and he hasn't really tested it out. It's a, oh, there's dirt bikes, hold on. But it's a pretty sick TJ build, and he's got his old 37s on. It's got a Gladiator 44 in the front, a JKU Rubicon rear axle, and so I reckon he's about to try this ledge right here on Wolf's Den. Not bad. So we are doing one of Uwharrie's newest trails. This is Lakeview Trail, and it's a pretty, just a scenic route, but it does have some pretty sick gnarly lines off to the side, and let me show you what I'm talking about. So it's a pretty steep hike up here, but look at this, holy crap. That's kind of gnarly. So then you got to come down this way, because I don't know if you can tell on camera, but once you get up here, you're going to be super high up on the passenger side and then have to cut and go way down this way. So the actual obstacle was easier than the exit of the obstacle, because Ed is super off camber and that feels really sketchy in a vehicle. But Locklear wants to try this big rock right here on his new setup. Come back this way. There you go. There you go. Keep it just like that. Just like that. Dude.
Thing does not.
So if you look real close, you can see the dam. I believe that is the Yankum River. Yeah, so you can actually, in the wintertime, you can see the dam and all the water over there, which I think is pretty cool. really relaxing out here on the trails, listening to Christmas music. So we've done a couple of trails. Now we're actually going up the backside of Daniel Trail, just because it's kind of cool to go up there as the sun's setting.
That's so sick.
Look at the decals on that, bro.
I was looking.
I know what you're saying. So we made it to the top of Daniel, and man, this is awesome. Holy crap. So there's no better views out here than this spot right here. So we're probably gonna hang out, maybe watch some people come up, talk with some people and stuff like that, and then probably head back to camp and start grilling out and embrace the very cold weather that we're about to be having. It's supposed to be 24 degrees at like 1 o'clock tonight. So yeah, let's see. Yeah, boy.
Come on. Like that?
Gonna give it,
Hammer
Mom.
down. Hey, turn back this way. You might be able to get by it now. That's damn right.
Camera battery's already about to die.
Dude, it was on 14% while ago. Dude, you do a lot. There's a lot of filming going on.
Go.
That tower cool.
That's why you gotta have lockers.
What about bumping right there? Hit it. All right, come
There you go, just like that. Straighten up, there you go. All right, we'll see you. So it's the next morning and holy crap, it was pretty cold last night, but it wasn't too bad. The coldest part was just breaking down camp and getting everything back to the tow rig, but we got to fill up the Jeep and we have to fill up ourselves on coffee. So Locklear had some stuff come up and he actually had to leave camp super late last night and drive home. So it's just me and Patrick today, but we're waiting on a group to meet us here and we're gonna go hit some cool trails and get some awesome footage. So we are currently at the dude's house that we're gonna go wheeling with, but I want y'all to see these rigs first. This thing is awesome. This is my buddy Josh's race ZJ. This thing is so sick. So hopefully we'll see him do some launching today. But check this thing out. This is a goat-built buggy. This thing is wicked. J10. He drove all the way from Long Island, New York. And that thing is sweet. I wish we could get him to follow us, but they're going the opposite way. But man, that thing's cool. That dude freaking sends it in that ZJ, holy crap.
Good job.
So we're at the bottom of Dutch John, just kind of hanging out, letting the rigs cool down. Patrick's got to cool down. He just did a hike up here in his little overalls.
I did it twice.
Yeah, it's good cardio. So I think we've about done all the trails that we're gonna do. It's starting to get dark and get super cold, and me and Patrick have to get back home tonight. So I believe we're gonna head on back. We're gonna finish out this trail of Dutch John and then head back to the outpost, load up, and probably head back to the shop tonight. All right, so it is the next morning. We did make it back home about 10 o'clock last night. But before I take my stuff off the trailers, I like to kind of go up underneath it, especially with this trailer, because you can kind of see any damages or anything that's been bent, especially with the suspension being muddy like this. And let me show you what I'm talking about. So up under here, you can see everything's just kind of covered with mud and clay and just dust and stuff like that. But this is also a great opportunity to get underneath your Jeep and just kind of look for stuff like, you know, areas where obviously that crashed into a rock. So I want to inspect stuff like that, making sure that it's not leaking anywhere. So whenever you see like clean metal like that, you just want to inspect it, make sure nothing's leaking. And like right there, so you can see where my power steering line has been rubbing my diff. And you know, like that's one of those things that you probably would have never noticed with this axle being clean. So I need to do something about that. That way I don't wear a hole in my power steering line. So like I said, it's just a good time to kind of look over stuff and just see what's touching each other. So you can look up under here and just see if you contacted any rocks anywhere. You just look for shiny metal. So I see some shiny metal there. And right there I hit a rock. Yeah, hit a bunch of rocks. So I know it's really difficult to see, but underneath that pinion guard, I actually landed this whole Jeep on this pinion guard. And thank goodness I had it. Holy crap. So if you have a 14 bolt in your rig and you want to get a pinion guard, I highly recommend Barnes 4-wheel drive because like I said, I had the whole weight of the vehicle on that pinion guard and it didn't bend or anything like that. So I'm probably going to end this video right here, guys. I really appreciate y'all watching us go to Uwharrie and meet some new friends. I saw some old friends and it was just an awesome time. And I appreciate y'all watching and sticking around for this entire video. And I want to give a huge shout out to Josh, Kevin, and Brian for letting us hang out with them yesterday on the trail. They are a awesome group to hang out with. Thank y'all for letting us tag along. But anyway, guys, I'm gonna get this Jeep off the trailer and get it washed up and get it ready for the next adventure. Thank y'all for watching. We'll see y'all next time.